my name is Jo. Welcome to my shoulder mobility drill. If you suffer from hunched back, from maybe sitting at the computer or spending too much time on the phone, if you feel that your upper back is stiff, if you've got limited shoulder mobility, then this drill is definitely for you. It will release the upper back and it will help you to build the shoulder mobility. You won't need any props, just the mat and yourself. It is a short drill, so you could do it every day, every other day, at the end of your exercise routine, or just on its own. So we're going to start on all fours in the tabletop position. And we're going to start with tabletop scapular shrugs. So we're going to activate the serratus anterior muscle, which is right there. That muscle often gets neglected, but it's quite important for your shoulder mobility. So what we're going to do, we're going to dig our hands into the mat. Make sure you grab your mat. Imagine that your fingers are pulling together, but they obviously not, because they stuck to the mat. What we're going to do, we're going to allow the scapulars to come towards each other. So this is going to be like a dip, and that's a retraction. That's where our anterior serratus anterior muscle isn't very active, and then we're going to push back, and our scapula is going to come apart, and then we're going to dip our chest down, and then we're going to pull back and dip down. What we want to make sure is that we are using, we're feeling this muscle working. You can imagine, so when you allow your chest to come down, the scapulas join together or come close together, and then when you pull back, you can imagine that you're trying to pull your hands towards each other, but obviously they are not moving because they are stuck to the mat. Okay, so a couple more times. Dip down and then push back up, and dip down and push back up. Okay, from here we're just gonna do some arm lifts. So head neutral, neck neutral, tabletop, and then we're looking slightly forward, but we're not actually trying to lift our head too high. And then we're just gonna go with the right hand, so weight shifted on your left arm, and then we're gonna go lift our right arm as high as possible without turning the torso. 2, with your thumb facing upwards. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm gonna switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Okay, from here we're gonna go into half press ups, so we're just gonna stay on the knee, on our knees. You can take your hands wider if that's more comfortable for you. I would keep the hands just perhaps tiny little bit wider than your shoulders. And then what we're gonna try to do is do push-ups using this muscle we just activated, so serratus anterior. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna remind ourselves how it works. So stay in this push position all the time. So we want to have our scapulars apart, activate the serratus anterior, and from here we are lowering the chest down and pushing it back up. So chest down and back up, down and back up, hands digging into the mat and down and up. Okay, from here we're just gonna send our back to our heels, and then we're gonna slide our hands forward as much as we can, and touch our stomach touching the thighs. Now look forward, see if you can touch the mat with your chin. If not, that's fine. And we're going to stay in this pose for about 10 seconds. And in here you relax. So this is a passive stretch, so we are relaxing. We are imagining that we're melting the chest down into the mat. So melting the chest down, breathing into the stretch. Don't clench your jaw. Look forward, relax. And now we're staying in this position, but instead of melting down, we're going to imagine that we are pushing our arms down, almost as if we were trying to bring them down and backwards towards our body. So pushing it down and slightly backwards. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Melt into the pose. Bring your chest closer to the ground, chin on the mat or close to the mat. And again, we're going to press the arms down and towards our body. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Relax, stay in this pose. Few more seconds. And last time, we're going to press the arms down and towards the body. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one, and relax. Okay, from here slowly roll back and then back to the front, to the tabletop pose. On your inhale, bring your right arm up, up, and then thread it underneath the left. Put your shoulder on the floor, put your head on the floor and reach with your left arm back, and then you can also try to bind, which is grabbing your thigh, grabbing your right thigh, and come back, switch sides. So on the inhale, look up, reach up, and on the exhale, thread underneath. Put your shoulder on the floor, put your head on the floor, reach with your right arm, reach behind you, and then you can bind by grabbing your thigh. And come back. From here, we're gonna go on our front and we're gonna stretch our arms. Put your forehead on the mat and we're gonna lift the arms as high as we can for 10 with the thumbs facing up. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the same but on the side, so stretch your arms to both sides. And we're going to do exactly the same for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And to the front. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And to the sides. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is a mobility stretch drill, but it also works on building strength. Okay. From here, we're just gonna go to sitting, and I will sit like this so you can see, and maybe even slightly turn my back. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the right hand. I'm gonna bring the right arm up overhead and then bend the elbow and then grab this elbow with the other hand and then pull as much as you can to the point of resistance. So you're pulling to the side and slightly towards the back, and breathe, relax. Keep pulling. Okay, and now what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep holding this this elbow, but our right elbow is gonna pull to the front, so to the opposite direction, but we're not gonna let that arm go anywhere, because we're going to hold it with the left. So for 6, pull to the front, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax and pull it back. No resistance, just pull it, pull, and breathe. And again, so right elbow pulling to the front, left hand holding it, not letting it go anywhere for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Pull it back, allow this right arm to go as far as it can go now. And relax. Shake, circles. Okay, and we're going to do the same on the left side. So left hand on your back, right hand on the left elbow, and we're just going to pull it as much as we can. Pull, breathe into the stretch, relax, and we're gonna now pull the left elbow to the front for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax and pull back. Allow the left arm to go back as far as possible, and breathe into the stretch. And again, we're going to pull the left elbow to the front, and the right hand is going to stop the elbow going anywhere. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Just pull this elbow back. And release both hands, both arms down. Now you can just circle it back and then circle to the front. You can repeat those stretches, you can do a couple more reps, but don't do too many, because the research shows actually spending long time in a stretch doesn't bring any benefits, any more benefits than 3 times 30 seconds sort of thing. So don't spend hours stretching. Be consistent, do it every day or every other day, depends how much of an issue you've got with your shoulders, or maybe you just want to extend your mobility. Thank you for watching, and